morning, Belen. I'm Stephen Cayas.
And I'm Brandon Lubian. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, December 5th, 2016. 29 juniors from the art history classes of Miss San Juan and Miss Leanes traveled to Miami Beach Convention Center last Friday to experience the heart of Art Basel, Miami. Art Basel started in 1970 in Basel, Switzerland, and in 2002 they opened 2 exhibitions down here in Miami Beach and Wynwood. The show takes place every year during the first week of December, seeing over 100,000 attendees over its 4 global theaters, and featuring over 90 galleries from more than 21 countries.
The heartbreaking search for the victims in the aftermath of an Oakland, California warehouse fire continues Sunday. By Sunday afternoon, officials said they had recovered the bodies of 30 people. Frankie Blanco has the latest on the recovery efforts and the investigation into what caused the tragic fire.
The painstaking search for victims continue into the second day in Oakland.
This is very hard work and it's very slow, and it's definitely has taken a toll on the first responders here.
The massive warehouse fire started during an electronic dance party late Friday night. Dozens are still missing. Authorities fear the death toll will go up and expect the search to take several more days.
I can tell you when I was in there throughout the evening, the somber approach that our firefighters and Alameda County Sheriff Department members took to this search. It was quiet. It was heartbreaking.
Families of the deceased are still being notified. Meanwhile, survivors are sharing stories of their frightening escape from what was known as the ghost ship.
Like, I busted through my door and it was just all this black smoke, and I was like, couldn't breathe, and I was like with my phone, and like the lights went out, dropped my phone, and like I had to like scream and get to the front.
Officials say the warehouse did not appear to have any sprinklers. City records show that last month, property owners were cited for the safety code violations, noting hazardous trash and debris on site. As to what caused the fire,
we don't believe that we have even gotten close to the point of origin of the fire.
Officials say at this point
their focus is on...
A number of major league sports teams in the San Francisco Bay Area have pledged to donate money in support of the fire victims and their families, including the Golden State Warriors, the Oakland Raiders, and the San Francisco Giants.
Fidel Castro, Cuba's dictator who ignored human rights, free speech, and free elections, was laid to rest yesterday at the funeral in the city of Santiago. The revolution has its roots in that city, and last night it honored the man Cubans call their commander. After a 4-day trek across the island, Fidel Castro's ashes have returned to the place his revolution first took hold. Along Santiago's main roads, thousands braved sweltering heat to see processions of thousands of Cubans and some foreigners showed up for a massive memorial service. The final word on Fidel went to his brother, President Raul Castro, who recounted the fight against imperialism, borrowing a phrase made famous by President Obama, "Yes, we can."
Alright guys, here's your scoop for today. The VEX Middle School robotic team competed in the Middle School VEX IQ competition at W.R. Thomas. After a full day of competition, the team ended up in 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. This past weekend, we want to congratulate alumnus Oscar Corral and Carlos Barquin Jr. for winning Emmys this past weekend. This is Oscar Corral's first Emmy for Exotic Invaders, a documentary film about invasive reptiles in the Everglades. He went on to say, "It feels good to win for a project that raises awareness about the importance of this natural treasure we have in our backyard." Congratulations to you both. This past weekend, Father Willie, Alumni Association Executive Director Mariano Loret de Mola, and Executive Director of Advancement and Alumni Relations Phil Fernandez were in Boston. They met with the alumni in the area to discuss Belen and its future plans. Now stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
Good morning, Wolverines, and welcome back from this much-needed weekend. This weekend we did see a little bit of rain, but that shouldn't be the story throughout the remainder of the week. And today what the forecast is going to be showing us is we're going to be having a little bit of rain coming in, not that much, but that's going to be changing for the next 2 days where we'll be experiencing a lot more rain. Now let's look at the forecast. What we're going to be seeing is we're going to be having a temperature of 81 and 75, winds coming in from the east-northeast at 12 miles per hour, and 10% precipitation. So let's look at the next 3 days. What the next 3 days are going to be showing us is we're going to be having rain Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday is going to be pretty sunny outside with a little bit of clouds. Highs will be in the low 80s, and on Thursday a high of 79. And we're going to be starting to see a little bit more of cold weather with lows in the 70s and a low of 66 on Thursday. So going into midterms, we should be having some cool weather. And with that, let's bounce it on to sports.
Thanks, Raul. Good morning, Wolverine Nation. On Friday, an old rivalry between St. Brendan and Belen was brought back to life. A game that was back and forth from the start, with no team being up by more than 5, ended up going to overtime. In overtime, it was Alec Rodriguez and the Wolverines who took control as the Sabres had a chance to tie late. It was a good win as the Wolverines found a way to win with a subpar shooting performance and got absolutely destroyed rebounding. It was an instant classic. The Wolverines will face Terra tonight. The freshman, JV, and varsity teams for basketball all went up to Tampa to face Tampa Jesuit. It was an ugly showcase for the Wolverines as they went 0-3 against Tampa Jesuit. Varsity soccer, they played against Terra on Friday night, a game where the Wolverines were expected to win. Terra delivered an upset and defeated the Wolverines 1-0. Belen struggled offensively as they couldn't get anything going for the full 90 minutes. They'll look to bounce back later this week. The Miami Heat continue their rough start to the season against the Trailblazers. Although losing the game 99-92, Whiteside continued his effectiveness in the paint, scoring 28 points and 16 rebounds. The Heat are now 7-13 and are currently 12th in the Eastern Conference. Well, my weekend was going great. I had a nice Friday night, nice Saturday night, then Sunday comes. The Miami Dolphins, 6 in a row. Well, what happens? They face Baltimore Ravens, a team that right now currently is in the playoffs. The game did not go well, and it was ugly from the start. Joe Flacco carved the Dolphins, setting a record, 27 completions in the first half. It was an ugly start as the Ravens just dominated in the middle. The Kiko Alonso couldn't get anything going for the guys. The defense struggled. The offense was struggling. It was an ugly day for the Dolphins. But, however, there's still some hope. They play the Cardinals next weekend, and it's going to be a good game. And, well, if they lose that game, then I guess you could say probably won't get in, but still always hope as a nice Dolphin fan. That's it for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Brown. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Stephen Kayas.
And I'm Brendan Nubian. And from everyone here at WBLN, have a great day. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay golden, Wolverines.